All right, first video. This is me attempting to document the journey of me trying to learn how to draw and paint on a digital platform. So, digital art, I guess. I've been a part of Skillshare for a while, but I didn't really dedicate myself to it. I've had the time recently to dedicate myself to it. So why not record the progress, see where I'm at? This is me, newbie, not knowing anything about drawing, painting, or anything in regards to illustration art. So I'm delving in, and the first one I delved into really trying was the digital painting with Krita basic level by Wadi Motekume. I don't know how to say his last name. I listened to him say it like 6 times. Here, let's see. Get this desktop audio up. Might as well.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Widi Mutakin. I am an
Mutakin. It's Mutakin. That's him. Let's go and learn a little bit more about who he is. I really like his background, and I love that he has videos for people because of his knowledge and his background and where he's coming from. I think it's always a service when people who have his amount of background to actually help other people. So it was exciting to kind of find him. Wadi is an entrepreneur in creative industry. He has a master's degree in information technology and business management from Bina Nazatura University. He's a lecturer in computer graphics principles at President University Indonesia and La Salle College International. He has 20 years of experience in the CG industry. Oh, and he has finished hundreds of projects with his clients from all over the globe. He's been introducing thousands of CG images and animations. He's been producing. Heavens to Betsy Murgatroyd. This is going to be a thing, isn't it? His deep passion with computer graphics leads him to dive into 3D visualization, animation, game development, video, and motion graphic. So I'm actually excited to take a couple of his courses. The next one that we're going to take is a digital painting for Krita, and it's a intermediate for the intermediate people. Let's go back to the previous. So this is in depth. So in depth. This is literally the basics of Krita, and it was quite amazing. We went into setting up all the dockers, to learning about going so far in depth about color, like raster versus vector, and trying to understand all of that stuff. And he's very academically minded. So think of one of your classic classes, and you're gonna have a great learning atmosphere with this class with painting, digital painting with Krita. Let's go ahead and look at. I just want to document the final projects that I was doing for this class, and these are like my first drawings ever. I would say that this class was rather fun, but I just kept getting in my head. I just kept thinking, oh, well, this is not good enough. This is not good enough. And then I just kept restarting over and over again until I liked the picture. But I never ever liked the picture because I didn't have the skills to like anything about what I was doing. So I just kept frustrating myself on that. So his class is actually quite fun, very explanatory, goes in depth on details for what you need to be learning. And let's show you. That's not it. I am figuring this out. There we go. Okay, so this is the skull project. This is what his look like. Look how amazing that is. I did pin it to Rita to kind of have a reference. And look at mine. It's terrible. I really did not do well on the shading at all. The details even thin with color. Like it's just is like a super washed out. It's horrible. But I mean, this is the first project that you're gonna do for this class, so I just got it done. I didn't want to start it over and over again, and I just wanted to attempt to do stuff. So this is the first attempt at doing art. At the end of this class, you do a tree, and this is my tree. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Uh, my shading got a little bit better on the tree trunk, but as you can see under, oh, what's happening? This is new. This is new because I'm on Zoom. Oh boy. Okay, two. Yeah, I think two. Two gets it back. So let's move to the hand. They're like a little. Let me do this. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. So we're looking at the tree, and then we're going in and looking at this bit right here. Now, for this tree, did have. Can't see the sketch very well, or the black sketch that I had on it. Why? So, oh, there we go. So this black sketch, look how I have these little leaf bunches here. And then I started drawing the deeper underlining part over the bunches. Now that's not going to help your mind see in it, in it, like give it dimension because my dimension's all over the place. If that makes sense. See, I was just trying to follow him on the video. Very in-depth videos on drawing, by the way. If you want like a guide in to draw with them, not just like, oh, this is what you need to draw, go draw it, but in-depth tutorial on it. This is a great course for that. See, I did the same thing over here. I drew the darker shading over the leaf bunches. And I don't think you're supposed to do that. His tree looks quite different than mine. So this is the first drawing that I had of the tree. I kept the sketches and stuff and started a new file with it because I was getting really messed up with the layers. I wanted to do it a little bit differently than what he did in the course. In the course, he literally just has it framed and then his image that is here. So his image right here, you can see the circle part is within the frame. Now, if you got rid of the frame, you would probably be able to see the lines of all of his drawing stuff. The way that I wanted to do it, and I probably made it a little bit too hard for myself, was I wanted it to be within a circle so that when you took out the frame, you would get this, where I could have like a reference right here and show off to the side what exactly was wrong with the picture. Like, needs to work on shading. Oh, oh, I'm not on brush mode. So I could actually make notes for myself when I was criticizing my own work. Needs to work on shading if you let me draw. I just uploaded to Krita 5, so I don't know why it's not quite working the way that I want it to work. Oh, heavens to Betsy, because I'm not on the right layer. You gotta add a new layer. Sylvie Lynn. Okay. New layer over the background. Needs. No one's ever gonna understand that. It's too big. Oh. Needs work. So this way I could write into the sidelines where I needed what I needed to work on, like shading for Rebel. I need to learn how to sketch and draw. And the detail, oh, like the rocks. The rocks, I hate the rocks in this picture. Look at them. Ugh. Like, I like this side over here a little bit. Like this, right here. That I like. And I like the dimension, like the perspective of the cliff a little bit. Gives it a little bit more of a something I've never been able to do before. So this class doesn't necessarily teach you exactly how to sketch and draw like that. It's going to teach you the basics of painting and coloring, and it's mainly trying to get you to learn your software, which is where I really wanted to start with painting, because there's like artists like this. Like, this is gorgeous. I'm sorry. This is amazing. Like, there's artists like that, or this one. This one's so cool. See, I pinned them because I liked them. But there's these artists that can actually probably sketch and draw when I can't really do it. Like, it's flimsy, my line work's all over the place. It's darker and lighter in some spots, and then it's all curvy, like nothing's really straight. And I've been doing line and circle exercises too, so it's a work in progress. I can't tell you how many times I tried to sketch out a skull, and then as you can see, I used the freehand selection tool to sketch out the base color, and you can see all the little sharp edges and stuff. Not do that. Overall, I did have a problem with this class in learning layers. I think that's the only thing that might be outdated on this course is the layers. I tried to do it the exact same way that he did his layers. And I'll show you. Still recording? Okay, good. It's still recording. Heavens to Betsy Murgatroyd. Just save. Sure. Yeah, save. This is new. This is very new. It shouldn't be that new though. So I need to show you the picture of how he organized his layers. And it probably worked differently because I wanted this picture only in the circle. Like, if I got rid of the circle, hey, what are those two little things? Anyway, my picture, and then blank canvas. And then I know you're not supposed to like stuff on white because it looks unfinished, and maybe it does, but it helps me. I really like it. It's just something that I like. I'm going to keep doing it. One day I would like to try and learn how to do a frame around the inside of the before the picture that maybe has a little bit more like 3D perspective to it. That would be cool if I could learn how to do that. So there's lots of goals. So we saved from the class a picture screenshot of the layers, and I'll try and show it to you the best way I can. So let's see. Here is the layers. Now he started with this frame up top. And that would be fine if I didn't have that circle. And so then his sketch, and then I tried having and setting up all of these things first. The main ground layer with the bark and the cliff, and then he's got base, detail, shading. Then he's got a separate one for grass and leaves. Well, I had such a problem with layers that even when I was painting this, somehow I'd clicked something, and all of my leaf layers and my cliff layers that were separate, that would have made it easier for shading, got combined into one base file. It was really depressing. That's why I wasn't going to start over a third time. I was spending way too much long on this course. It was defeating me. And so I just needed to complete it and get moved on. So normally when you would have these layers separate and you were doing shading, let's say on the rock layer, you could go over the grass just fine when you're making your detail work. and and it wouldn't get on your grass. Well, because all of my layers merged together, if I drew here, I would get on the grass. So I had to just bite my tongue and suck it up and just deal with it. And I just painted. I honestly was like, okay, let's just complete it. This course did have details on how to do some lighting. You want to see my lighting? Oh gosh, it's horrible. I did this at the very end and I was like, nope, nope, nope. We're just gonna leave it at this picture. And he's got some really great workflows. I really recommend this course. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Um, there's many times where I went back to the different little course modules of different things to learn about because you, you learn a lot when taking this class. You really do. I would say this class has got like literally let's see. So I would say for this class, I would give it. I go to my brushes. For overall, class has got a. Nope, can't draw there. I wonder if I can draw directly. So much learning. A 9. Nope. I apparently can't draw in this picture anymore. I wonder. It will not let me draw. Why won't it? Is it still in select mode somewhere? Sometimes that happens. Yeah, it was. Sometimes I start drawing and it's still in select mode, which is I'm like, why is it broken? Because I'm dumb. So this class is overall got like a 9 out of 10. And I only give it a 9 out of 10 because it seems a little outdated, especially with learning with the layers and stuff, or just a little confusing with layers. And with, he also has you program some shortcuts, your own shortcuts and stuff. And that seems a little bit harder to find with the newer versions of Krita. Overall fun. Fun is definitely a 9 out of 10 too. But you have to really focus. I will say that this isn't just pure fun. It's got like a focus factor on it that you've just got to pay attention. This class is great for note taking. There's a ton of packed in knowledge that I just literally wrote everything down. And so eventually, a lot of the stuff that he was telling me before to prep for the drawings was starting to click in once I wrote it all down. Very, 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 very technical. The very technical dude. And I don't have a problem with that. I would prefer to take an academic approach to learning something than having someone just willy nilly kind of tell me what to do. I want to know why I'm doing it. What's the objective? What are we trying to look at? What are we trying to do? What are we trying to learn? And like, what are the steps that are getting us there? And this class is great for those steps. Anyway, this is the first drawing. I'm gonna put these two on the Instagram so I can track it all. We're gonna delete these layers. What layer did I put that stuff on? Oh boy, this is gonna be a mess. Anyway, I'll keep my progress on here. It'll be fun. Okay, bye.